I'm Matt Bishar with REIT.com here in San Francisco at Prologis' headquarters for the 2014 Leader in the Light Working Forum. Joining me is Binkley, Director of Sustainability Programs with Prologis. Aaron, thanks so much for joining us again.
Thank you.
Now, you recently wrote the Real Estate Solar Investment Handbook. What prompted you to write the book, and do you think we're on the cusp of seeing greater investment in the industry in this type of technology?
Good questions. And I think the genesis of the book was, probably started 6 years ago when I was figuring out solar myself. And I was getting a lot of questions from others in the industry and others in my own company about how to look at this and think about it very strategically. And I just kind of kept notes. And eventually that seemed like it was enough material to do something with. And then years later that turned into a book. So that's how it came about. In terms of kind of where it's headed, I ultimately think that we are looking at that as kind of a bigger long-term opportunity. Certainly some markets is very challenging, and I think we'll continue to see that kind of up and down. But over the long term, I think the bigger picture kind of global drivers are there.
Now, I realize it probably varies by project, but what are some of the biggest opportunities that property owners can realize from investing in solar?
For us specifically, it's a great revenue opportunity to utilize an underutilized portion of a building. On a distribution center, there's a very large rooftop that's typically baking in the sun all day, and to make use of that in a revenue-generating way is a unique thing that we're able to do. That may not apply to every asset class, but it certainly works for us.
And on the flip side, what are some of the biggest concerns or risks that companies have, as they're kind of weighing this decision, how much to invest in solar?
It's certainly challenging, and operational control, sort of legal structures around how you take advantage of tax incentives or other rebates that are available for solar are first and foremost for many people. Risk management of the planning process, the management, as well as the construction is also a huge piece of this, because the last thing you want is to implement a project like a solar rooftop installation and have that negatively impact the building or customers inside the building.
Aaron, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
For more on this and other real estate news and analysis, be sure to visit REIT.com.